Video 18, Final Thoughts. I decided to conclude this video series by acknowledging and giving reference to the fact that there's a great deal of mystery which has built up around the Kriya Yoga Pranayama breathing technique. And this is due to the fact that most teachers are not willing to share the technique and offer instruction in the technique openly and freely. That they wish that those who want to learn the technique demonstrate some kind of commitment to applying the technique as part of a system of holistic practices. And this is the system which is offered within the Kriya Yoga tradition, a system which is built on the threefold approach outlined by Patanjali in the first sutra of the second book of his Yoga Sutras, which is self-discipline, self-study, and surrender. And so, although there's a great deal of mystery, this mystery in itself can cause people to have extra curiosity. And Paramhansayogananda did a fantastic job in promoting kriyayogapranayama breathing technique in his writings. And the autobiography of a yogi, I know from my part, after having read it, I was very convinced by how he described the technique, and I wanted to know the technique which was going to help to bring about such well-being in every aspect of my being, physical, emotional, and mental. I wanted to know the technique that was going to help me to evolve quicker and help me to experience realization quicker. And so he did a fantastic job in instilling in me the desire to know what Kriya Yoga was all about. As I went about finding out more about how to do the Kriya Yoga Pranayama technique, I learned about the tradition of Kriya Yoga and the fact that it was a system which was holistic in its approach, and the technique of Kriya Yoga Pranayama breathing was just one aspect of it. And so this is what a teacher will be looking for, is the fact that they don't want just to appease people's curiosity. They want to ensure that those that they're offering instruction to are going to be able to apply the technique in a manner where they can get the results. Because simply by showing somebody something doesn't mean that they're going to get the results. And so everything that Yogananda explained in the autobiography of a yogi becomes redundant because the application isn't being adhered to in the manner which it needs to in order to achieve those results. And so we can see why teachers are prudent in terms of how they share this teaching. And we can compare it a little bit to when we can learn the alphabet, we can learn the ABCs, and we can know all the letters. But if we don't know how to spell, or how to read, or how to write, they mean nothing to us. There's no benefit to knowing the letters of the alphabet. And in the same way, the Kriya Yoga Pranayama breathing technique, in and of itself, isn't going to do much. It's part of a system, an integrated system, which is holistic in its approach. And this is what teachers want to offer instruction in, the whole system, not just the alphabet, not just the Kriya Yoga Pranayama breathing technique. So if it's your desire to learn this technique, it's worth acknowledging that it's part of a tradition, and the tradition in itself is endeavoring to give you everything which will help you to achieve the results of self-realization, God realization, and liberation of consciousness.